Should you be using dating apps? I remember a time not so long ago when dating apps were almost a taboo subject. A time where you would hide the fact that you were meeting people online. It almost seemed like something to be ashamed of. You would tuck your phone or iPad away, making sure to use the apps when no one was looking. Nowadays, most people meet through dating apps. It's funny how a decade can change society so profoundly. A study by Stanford University in 2019 found that 39% of heterosexual couples in the US met online, a significant increase from 22% in 2000. This trend is global, with similar statistics across much of the Western world. Online dating has become a major avenue for meeting people. But with that, a shift comes a host of concerns. I'm not necessarily a big fan of Jordan Peterson, but he made a good point about dating apps that I have to agree with. He said that those platforms would revolutionize society, and he wasn't wrong. They have undoubtedly transformed how we date. But I believe dating apps are actually a net negative for both men and women. But let's focus on the effect it has on men. The problem with dating apps isn't just that they are addictive or designed to make you spend money, although that's a significant part of the issue. Dating apps capitalize on your brain's craving for dopamine, the chemical associated with pleasure and reward. Every time you get a match, your brain receives a small hit of dopamine, which keeps you coming back for more. It's the same principle that slot machines in casinos use, and it's highly effective. A 2017 study published in the journal Computers in Human Behavior found 50% of dating app users reported using the apps for entertainment rather than finding a partner. Apps interface, endless swiping, liking, and messaging function like a casino game, encouraging repeated use and in many cases leading to addiction. We all have been there, myself included, deleting the app only to reinstall it after a few weeks. These platforms are designed to be addictive. And on top of this, dating apps use algorithms to push some profiles while prioritizing. On top of this, dating apps use algorithms to push some profiles while other profiles will not be pushed toward you unless you pay for premium features like Boost or Super Likes. This creates a financial incentive to stay hooked. According to data from Tinder's parent company, Matchbook, in 2021 alone, they made $2.3 billion in revenue, much of it from in-app purchases. But again, that isn't my main issue with dating apps. Although it's enough to give you pause, the real problem is the objectification that comes with them. Dating apps reduce people to images and short bios, leading us to view others and ourselves as commodities. This is particularly true for men. Often approach this platform with the mentality of collecting matches. But when we objectify women on these apps, we also are objectifying ourselves. We start to see other people as sources of validation, approval, and sexual gratification rather than as potential partners with whom we can form real connection. We replace the search for meaningful interaction with the pursuit of shallow validation. Research supports this concern. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Societal and Personal Relationships found that men frequently use dating apps reported lower levels of self-esteem and higher levels of depression and anxiety compared to those who did not. These findings suggest that while dating apps may offer a sense of immediate gratification, they often fail to fulfill deeper emotional needs. Now, many men struggle to find success on these apps. However, they invest in professional photos, curate a good profile, wear nice clothes, and hit the gym. Many men could create a decent online presence. And if you are willing to pay for premium features, you could see an uptick in matches. But at what cost? This kind of success can easily lead men into a hedonistic trap, constantly seeking more matches, more dates, more validation. It's a slippery slope. one that can replace other addictive behaviors like pornography with a new source of dopamine. One man, Jason 29, shared his experience. I thought getting matches would make me feel comfortable, but it's never enough. You think you'll be satisfied, but you just end up wiping wall. It's like chasing something you can never catch. The problem with them, while those apps might offer success in terms of matches, they often fail to create genuine fulfillment. You could have 1,000 matches and still feel emptiness. A 2019 study by researchers of the University of Geneva found that only 26% of Tinder users actually go on dates, while the vast majority simply use the app as a form of entertainment. Keep dopamine is not worth it. You may think that using dating apps is harmless, but the constant craving for validation can erode your ability to build authentic connection. As Simon Sinek has said, addiction to social media and dopamine lead to shallow relationships. You can't form meaningful bonds with people in this way. While I'm not saying that dating apps are inherently evil or that you shouldn't use them to meet someone great, you need to approach them with the right intention. Be aware that these apps are designed to keep you hooked. If you use them, ensure that your mindset is focused on building meaningful connections, not just accumulating matches. In the end, it is important to understand that dating apps can play to our worst tendencies and proclivities: narcissism, objectification, and the constant need for validation. If you're not careful, they can leave you feeling more disconnected and unsatisfied than before you use those apps. So should you be using dating apps? The answer is use them wisely, and only if you're approaching them with self-awareness and a genuine intention to connect with others. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you very soon.